Hey, it's Aaron, and today I want to talk about the 2025 Nissan Frontier. So, the Frontier, this generation of the Frontier, came out in 2022 and sees a little bit of refresh this year. So, for 2025, there's a slightly different grille, a little bit different bumper. The telescoping tilt and telescope steering wheel is now standard across the trims rather than just being on the top ones. And now you can get the long bed with more of the crew cab designs. So pretty cool. This little truck is evolving nicely. It's one of probably my favorite in the midsize category. I kind of go toss in the air between this one and the Honda Ridgeline, and it's really a question of what you want. I really want to off-road, which is why I like the Frontier a lot, because you can get the Pro 4X package and it's great. What do you do if your house is being haunted by a chicken? I don't know, but you've got a poltergeist. Not very much to really not like about this truck. The steering is a little bit heavy. It feels like a truck when you're driving it. Unlike some others in this segment, it hasn't moved towards that real comfortable where you can just steer, like an old Cadillac or whatever. It's a lot more robust in its steering. And then the rear seat is one of the smaller rear seats in the segment. So you'll get more rear seat out of like the Chevy and GMC models. And I think even the Toyota Tacoma is a little bit bigger in the back seat. The Frontier is smaller in the back, more on par with, say, the Ford Ranger in that respect. But the Frontier has more options for truck stuff than most of the other mid-sized trucks on the market, including the aforementioned longer beds and other things. So the Frontier is one of the only mid-sized trucks that still has a six-cylinder engine in it. A lot of them have moved to turbo 4s. The Frontier still has a 3.6 liter V6 or 3.8 liter V6, which puts out 310 horsepower. It's a nice power output curve. I like a V6 because they usually have a really nice curve for power output. So that does mean that fuel economy may not be quite as good as some of the others, but it's still in the same range. You're going to be getting in the high teens with this truck. Most of the others on the market are about the same. They're somewhere in that 18 to 20 mile a gallon combined rating. So you'll see that with this one as well. So in the King Cab model, you can get a 6-foot cargo bed with the crew cab, which is available on most of the trim levels. The 5-foot bed is standard, but with the SV and SL trims, which are second to last and mid-tier trim levels, you can get a 6-foot as well, even with the crew cab. Then there's just a bunch of other equipment. So starting price here is about $35,000, but I would not recommend that S model. It's exceedingly bare bones. If you just want a truck for driving around and doing stuff, I guess there you go. But for 35 grand, you can get something more useful that's similar but more useful at that low price point. I would be looking at like the Ford Maverick at that point because capabilities are pretty close together other than that bed size. Most buyers here are probably going to be in the SV at about 37 or the Pro 4X, which I love, at about 43. In any case, you're getting a really good little truck. You're also getting one of the best warranties available on any truck. So yeah, really, really like the Frontier. I've liked it. I've always liked it. I liked the hard body back in the day. I liked the Frontier in the previous generation. It was a trucky truck. It's one of the only one of these trucks in this category that feels like a truck. And it's carried over. The 2025, this current generation, is the same. Feels like a truck. And that's a good thing because for me, in my mind, if you're buying in this segment, you're either buying a utility vehicle, in which case you really shouldn't be looking at the body-on-frame trucks at all, or you're buying something that you want to be a truck. And it should feel like one if that's the case. And this feels like one. I love the little Frontier. So there you go. That's what I got. This is Aaron. Talk to you again soon.